Hi, I'm Ava, virtual presenter of the Innova Plus channel. Innova Plus News, Intellectual Property and INPI is on the air, bringing publications available on the internet between April 22nd and 24th, 2024. But before you get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. It's fast and free. If you are already subscribed, then thank you very much for your support. Enjoy and press the notification bell to stay on top of the news of the channel, and also like and share the videos you like on your social networks. Help us reach the 1,000 subscriber mark. Let's get to today's posts. First block, Intellectual Property. News number 1, Byte. April 23, 2024, Adobe announces Firefly 3 and brings AI to create images to Photoshop. Adobe has announced a new version of its artificial intelligence tool, Firefly 3, which offers better quality and understanding of commands, as well as a new tool for creating images in Photoshop. Firefly 3 has been trained only on licensed content, such as public domain images and Adobe stock content. The new version also includes improvements such as higher quality images, better understanding of commands, new levels of detail and variety, a greater variety of styles, and significant improvements for quick creative expression. Adobe also confirmed the release of a new tool for generating images from text in Photoshop, which is still in beta. The new features will be available from the third week. Adobe has also released its AI model for the Express mobile app. News number 2, Fast Company. April 24th, 2024, after Barbie comes a wave of toy-inspired movies. Hollywood is now focusing on creating new films inspired by both familiar and nostalgic elements. Mattel, the maker of Barbie, has been working on several projects based on popular games and toys, such as Hot Wheels, Uno, Barney, and American Girl. Hasbro's Lucky Chap recently announced a project based on the Sims and Hasbro game, Monopoly. The success of Barbie has shown that Hollywood is selling potential to childhood nostalgia. The 20 most anticipated movies for 2024 should be sequels or television or theatrical productions. The trend is expected to continue as Hollywood continues to adapt to the changing landscape of the industry. News number 3, GEO World. April 24th, 2024, Lilium starts battery production for the Lilium Jet. Lilium, the developer of the vertically cooled all-electric (eVTOL) aircraft, has begun producing batteries for its first flight, scheduled for the end of 2024. The Lilium Jet battery is made up of lithium-ion cells with dominant silicon annealing peaks, allowing for more power, and fast charging than graphite annealing peaks. Major automakers, such as Mercedes, Porsche, and GM, plan to incorporate this technology into their premium electric vehicles. The batteries are designed to meet ESA's stringent safety requirements for aircraft, including shock resistance, heat resistance, content, and redundancy. They are also designed to provide adequate energy density for regional air mobility. Lilium has secured the intellectual property rights to its unique battery technology. The first battery units will be used for verification tests before the first flight. News number 4, FIERN, Federation of Industries of the State of Rio Grande do Norte. April 24th, 2024, SENAI Moda RN discusses cultural appropriation and intellectual property in the era of artificial intelligence. The National Industrial Learning Service, SENAI Moda RN, held a debate on cultural and intellectual property rights in the era of artificial intelligence, AI. The event, which is part of Fashion Revolution's Christmas Week 2024, aimed to stimulate debate on ethical and legal issues in the ever-evolving fashion landscape. Sergio Lima, mod lawyer, branding consultant, and fashion retailer, analyzed how AI is impacting society's perception and response to cultural appropriation and intellectual property rights. The event was a valuable learning experience for students, especially fashion students, who gained a deeper understanding of sustainable fashion. The event also provided valuable insights into ethical and cultural issues in the industry, allowing students to understand and respect the cultural traditions that influence fashion, as well as learn about intellectual property rights and the importance of intellectual property protection. The event provided a space for debate and reflection, preparing students to become ethical and conscientious professionals in an ever-evolving industry. Second block. INPI, National Institute of Industrial Property. News number 5. INPI, National Institute of Industrial Property, April 22, 2024. Brazil and Denmark promote meetings on cooperation in intellectual property. Brazil and Denmark are collaborating on cooperation in the field of intellectual property rights. The International Patent Office, IPI, and the Danish Patent and Trademark Office, DKPT, held meetings in Rio de Janeiro to discuss cooperation activities in the field of industrial property rights. The meetings, which were attended by representatives of DKPTO and the president of INPI, Julio Cesar Moreira, focused on strengthening the examination, registration, and protection of intellectual property rights in Brazil, advancing innovation and commercializing research and development assets in the country, and promoting the strategic use of PNI as part of industrial policies in Latin America. The cooperation has been carried out since 2018, with activities that include the training and dissemination of research and development assets, the exchange of good practices, and the promotion of innovation partnerships between research institutions, universities, and companies in strategic areas such as agribusiness, health, and sustainable energy. The cooperation aims to promote the use of IP as part of industrial policies in Latin America. News number 6. INPI, National Institute of Industrial Property, April 22, 2024. World Intellectual Property Day will feature an unprecedented program on innovation and rights over human creations. On April 26, 2024, World Intellectual Property Day will be celebrated at the Banco do Brasil Cultural Center in Rio de Janeiro, RJ, to promote creativity, innovation, and the protection of human rights. The theme of the event will be Intellectual Property, INI, and Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, building our future with innovation and creativity. The event will feature several activities, including an exhibition of technologies developed in some of the main universities and research centers, a sustainable fashion walk, and 2 workshops, PI Game of Life and Sounds of Science. Other activities include workshops and conferences on topics such as the energy transition, the importance of research and development in sustainable development, and the rights of indigenous peoples. The event is promoted by the National Institute of Industrial Property, INPI, the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro, RJ, and WIPO. The event will also feature the participation of the Institutes of Science and Technology, ICT, of the Pontifical Catholic University of Rio de Janeiro, the State University of Rio de Janeiro, the Oswaldo Cruz Foundation, the Federal University of the State of Rio de Janeiro, and the USPTO. News number 7. Audit Chat. April 23, 2024. Justice allows GWM's VW Beetle to be sold in Brazil. Volkswagen has tried to ban the sale of its Ora Ballet cat model in Brazil, which is inspired by the VW Beetle. The models had been registered with the National Institute of Industrial Property, INPI, since November, but a German manufacturer's court order annulled it in August 2022. Volkswagen claimed that GWM's cars are a digitized copy of the VW Beetle, as there are no laws in our country that safeguard workers' efforts and see unfair and parasitic competition and improper association. The company argued that the Beetle hasn't been in production since 1996 and that other players are working on new and better car designs. Despite this decision, Volkswagen has stated that it has no interest in selling the Ora Ballet cat, stating that the Beetle-inspired electric vehicle is not native to China and should not be sold in other markets. News number 8. UPB, State University of Paraba, April 24, 2024, Technological Innovation registers software and files patents with technologies that involve water. The University of Paraiba, UEPB, has registered patents and software registrations with the National Institute of Industrial Property, INPI, for water-related technologies. One of these patents is AquaElevate, a software for accurate estimation of water tank size. The software, developed by Professor Fernando Fernandez Vieira and student João Pedro Vidal Pereira, aims to select the best pipe material for a specific application. It is also a tool for residential building design and is essential for engineers and project managers involved in water tank size estimation. Another patent application is for a tannin-based coagulant for water purification. The technology is part of the area of environmental toxicology and chemical engineering, with the aim of improving the tannin extraction process. Students from the Environmental Engineering and Environmental Sciences program also participated in the research. UEPB and Innovatech are committed to applied research and technological innovation, contributing to sustainable development and the preservation of the environment. In 2023, UEPB announced a patent application for a floating solar desalination plant. In 2023, he filed a patent application for a dental floss. News number 9. INPI, National Institute of Industrial Property, April 24, 2024. INPI recognizes the Kachaka of Vicosa do Serra as IG. The PIN. I recognize the geographical indication, GI, for the Kachaka de Vicosa do Serra, a center of Kachaka production. 123rd GI, registered by the Institute, Vicosa do Serra is known for its Kachaka quality. The production of Kachaka in the city began in the 16th century and evolved over time, with the use of oxidation, solubilization, yeast, and garapa fermentation. The Kachaka of Vicosa do Serra enhances the history and traditional knowledge of the community, allowing the generation of income for many families. The recognition was published in scientific and literary works, newspapers, magazines, and iconographic sources.